This being a show about a psychotherapist, I guess that you have the chance to talk about a lot and reflect a lot about mental health, which happily is becoming a more usual topic in TV. We also saw it in season 2 of Ted Lasso. Mm-hmm. And how was it for you to tackle in this new show in shrinking such a delicate issue?
I think it's something we're all, clearly interested in, us lot, and I believe very strongly in therapy. It certainly helped me, and I think it's I think everyone should have it, but it's also kind of dramatic and comedically an interesting space to look at, because it's about people and how people relate to each other, and there's such a specific relationship between a therapist and their patient, client, and it's so intimate, and yet they're not family, they're not loved ones. The therapist is also human, and so therefore flawed, and Neil talked about it, there's a certain wish fulfillment in having a therapist who will fucking tell you what to do. But equally, we're also looking at the consequences. Everything Jimmy does has consequences. So we take therapy very seriously, but we are also, I guess, playing with it.
Yeah, like you're saying, the relations between the therapist and the patient is one of the most intimate that you can have in your life.
Yeah.
And so when you were developing, and this one is for both of you because I'm interested in your input. In your case, Brett, how was it to share these intimate personal experiences when creating the show with Jason and Bill? And in your case, Neil, how was it to work hand to hand in such an intimate project with these 3 creators?
Well, but I always think writing is therapy, and I've always said a writer's room is like a group therapy session, because if you're honest and you're looking for real things, you have to share stuff. You have to share stuff in the room, and that stuff might not end up in the show, but it might do, or a version of it, or it might spark something. And you are looking for authenticity in everything. So you all need to mine your own lives and emotions, and sometimes it's like someone will come in the morning and just say a funny thing happened at the coffee shop on the way here, but that might be like, it's an annoying thing, or and that will lead everyone into a story that then that's the thing for the script.
Yeah, and it was amazing working with these guys and learning from them, and because I'm not the most open book in general, believe it or not. But like Brett said, it really is the writer's room itself. I hadn't thought about it that way. It is group therapy. I know a lot more about some of those people in the room than I know about my own family. It was cool, and it was cool the way also sort of therapy is sort of a metaphor for any relationship in a way, or what the ideal we might want to aspire to in a relationship. And I think that the other relationships in the show also become weirdly therapeutic for all these characters without it being specifically like doctor-patient. They're the ones who ultimately help each other get through each of their own respective forms of grief and loss in the show. You've seen up through episode 4.
Yeah.
So you see every character has their own, is dealing with their own version of loss in the show. And therefore they can relate to each other and help each other get through it.
Okay, thank you so much, both of you. It's a beautiful show, and I really want to see the other episodes, because the first 4, I really like them. So have a nice day, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.